It's chemo tomorrow. So you know what that means. Break it down, make a plan, break it down, make a plan. How am I going to get through chemo day the best I possibly can, physically, emotionally, and mentally? I'm very fortunate to have the luxury to be able to have these thoughts. Because unlike many people that fight for the early morning appointments at the chemo center, because they have to get their chemo and then go to work. They have to go to work because they have to keep their insurance that allows them to have their chemo, right? My heart breaks I don't know how people do it. 1,000 props to them. I don't have to. I understand that privilege. And so I'm giving a lot of thought, especially this week, because as I shared with many of you in my rage walk the other day, COVID is now in the cancer centers. It's everywhere. We were told to stay home and be safe, and it's in the cancer centers. So very much like many of you, that we just have to figure out how to do what we need to do, right? Many of you have to go to work during COVID. Many of you have other responsibilities that make you have to do things that we're afraid to do, but we have to figure it out. So I put my KN95 mask on, surgical mask over top of that, never take it off the entire day, which really sucks because that means no fluid, no food, which you have to do some of those things to make your chemo be best, but whatever, we've got to make the best decisions, right? So I'm breathing through that. It's in the cancer center. Okay. All I can do, mask up, keep it on, move on. I've spent the day hydrating, drinking the right things, eating the right things to prepare my body. So, taking care of my body, getting my chemo bag ready to make sure I have lots of things to entertain my mind with lack of attention span because of the chemo, etc. Mental game. That's what I'm focused on. That's what I'm focused on this week. After I did that rage walk the other night, I came home and I walked in, and my wife is so amazingly lovely. In our front room where I spend a lot of time and I sit and hang out, we took our Christmas decorations down, and it was super boring, and it was white walls again, and I felt like, I don't know, it just felt like the world was crushing in on me. And she was so lovely that she created a room of love. Well, after rage walking and coming in and feeling that warmth and looking around me, it just clicked in my brain. Don't get greedy. Go back to the little things, right? I'm getting frustrated right now because my body is coming online and I want to do more. And we can't because of COVID. Okay, I'm here. It's the little things that I was so happy about. And when I walked into that room, okay, breathe, break it down. So this morning, I thought, I'm gonna do a prep day for my mental game to be able to go into the chemo center tomorrow. Because for me right now, the hardest thing is the mental game. Because I still have to walk into a facility and look around at all of these people that are sick and dying. And I am one of them. And it reminds me of the edge that I live on every day. And I'll be honest, it's actually getting harder in the chemo center, because before it was a lot of older folks and me. I was the young kid, and they always looked at me super sad, and that's really hard to accept, and it's hard to see them because they're struggling. When you're older and you get cancer, it's just harder. Anyways, my chemo center right now is full of young people. Lots and lots of young people getting GI cancer. So, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to see what I consider my future. It's just hard. So this morning I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm gonna spend the entire day really honing in on the little things, right? And I always say life unfolds as it should, but life unfolds as it should, right? We don't know why, but it unfolds as it should, so go with it, work through it, make the best of it. And I went to make my coffee this morning, and I came across this book. My favorite thing is monsters. Have any of you picked up this graphic novel? Emile Ferris? Don't know if I'm saying her name right. I found this book shortly before I was diagnosed, and the book is amazing. The graphics, the type of hatchwork that she does. But the thing that was really cool about this is this woman, I think she got like West Nile virus or something, and like 40 years old, and ended up paralyzed from the waist down, lost like I think one of her arm usage. Just crazy, right? Kind of like going along and all of a sudden getting cancer and taking your feet out from underneath you. Well, while she was recovering from the paralysis, while she was recovering from the impact on her body, instead of just sitting around and feeling sorry for herself or allowing all pleasure to be taken away from that situation, she did this amazing fucking graphic novel. I mean, it's beautiful. The story's awesome, you know. I don't know, it's like, so I found it inspirational then, and then this morning I thought, how odd is, like, this was right there in front of me as I was thinking about making this day full of intention. So I spent the day, I went for a walk, and I decided I really want to pay attention to everything around me, because how often is it that we just walk past things, or I've lived here for 6-7 years, so I go on the same walks all the time. I'm not paying attention. And it was really just a 3-block walk and all these things that I just never noticed before. We get to choose how we see things. So today I've spent a lot of time just really being aware of my surroundings, propping myself up, getting myself ready. So tomorrow I can give myself myself a great big hug. Mentally take care of myself. So that my body can be in the best position to accept my lovely rainbow glitter chemo that's gonna keep me here. Yeah, it'll be okay. All right, I'll let you know how it goes.